Welcome. My name is Fleur Royale, and today I wanted to take you to the river and share a little bit about what the river teaches me almost every single day. So the last couple of weeks were very challenging for me. I was asked to let go of somebody that I really, really, really dearly love. One of my daughters was moving out of the house to another country, and this was one of the hardest things for me because as a mom, I'm sure many of you can relate. We are so close to our children, and in many ways very attached. And the moment that she was really taking that step and we were bringing her to the bus to move, to go on her own journey, something inside of me died, literally. It was like, okay, this is the time that I have no other choice than let her go. And realize also that my task as a mother is forever changing right now. I mean, I'm just leaving her on her own journey, and of course I will be there to guide her and be there for her, yet my role as a mother would never be the same. And that caused some sadness and some grief, and I noticed that it was very hard for me to let go. And I read somewhere a quote of the Buddha that says, letting go isn't hard, the resistance to letting go is hard. So what's really creating suffering, I'm paraphrasing this quote, I think it went a little different, but the essence of this quote is, letting go doesn't need to cause suffering, but we create suffering because we resist the change. We resist the changes in our lives, and that is what's making it so heavy and hard. And what I was also noticing is that I was creating stories in my head. I was having many thoughts that didn't really serve me, you know, and that made me really anxious and afraid and sad. So if you notice this somehow in your own life, that letting go can be hard, I use this kind of 3 steps that I notice that is repeating itself. It's kind of something that we can use in our daily life because we keep hanging on to all kinds of things, right? It's not only when somebody leaves or like something big is changing or somebody leaves. It's with all kinds of things. We're hanging on to the past. We're hanging on to our old stories that we keep telling ourselves. And these 3 steps will help us to reconnect and to come back home to ourselves again and again and again. So what I noticed is the first step is be aware. Be aware of the thoughts that you are creating in your head. Like the thoughts that are causing you suffering. And that could be anything from, oh, I will never get this, or I will never be able to let this go, or this will never work out for me, or just any thought, you know, and see that thought and choose to pause right there and step out of those thoughts. And then number 2, come into your body, come into your breath, and notice where that what you feel, what is here. Basically come back to the present moment and acknowledge what you feel right now, right here. And if that is anxiety or sadness or overwhelm or just feeling a sense of powerlessness, just acknowledge that, be with it, basically. Be with that. Because it's in the running away, it's in the suppressing, it's in the distracting ourselves with a million things that those feelings keep having us in their grip. And that was actually what was happening there for me in that moment. I thought I couldn't be with those deeply sad and anxious feelings of letting my daughter go. So I went into a kind of stress mode. And later I realized I was avoiding my feelings. I was not taking the time to be with them, to acknowledge them, and to just be here for me. And this is a deep practice, right? This is a day-by-day practice to be there for yourself, no matter how hard it is. The feelings will never go away or never be healed if we keep running from them. It's when we finally take a pause and when we sit with them and accept them, that's when they can transform and move through us and leave us. And some don't leave, right? And be ready to be okay with that too. So the third step is to bring compassion to yourself. Bring love. Become kind again. Remember love. And this is a very important thing to remember. That there's never, I keep repeating this in all my videos, I think. There's never anything wrong with you. There's never anything wrong. We feel things, and yes, sometimes we don't want to feel those things, and doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Just have patience, take it step by step, have compassion for yourself, be kind and loving. So, I'm repeating the steps one more time. Notice your thoughts. Notice your thoughts. What thoughts are creating heaviness for you, suffering for you, judgments for you, shoots for you, and these thoughts are repetitive in our lives, so it's sometimes hard to catch them. Be aware, and when you become more aware of them, you'll start to notice them more easily. So become aware of your limited, anxious, fearful thoughts that kind of are this, right? They're contracting you. They're limiting us, literally. Number 2, come into your body. Notice. Be here. Notice, what am I feeling? Be curious without judgment. Be curious. What am I feeling right now? Take a deep breath and just be with those feelings. Be with the sensations. And then number 3, bring love. Bring love and compassion to yourself. And these 3 steps, they are helping you to let go. They also help you to let go of any judgment you might have of another person. But they definitely help us let go of what no longer serves us. So I'm sending you so much love, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.